Hello guys. I was gonna get all ready for this video, but I woke up like an hour ago. Not even. So this video is gonna be what I read, the books I read in 2023. Apparently I read 11 books. I could have sworn it was less than that. Well, no, I did read a lot in like 2 weeks. I don't know. Let's see the order. Where's the order? So the first book I read was Maybe Not by Colleen Hoover. Great book. Loved that series. Spent $30 on the last book just so I could get this cover. Hello, is it gonna... I'll put it on the screen. This cover, but for Maybe Now, but I'll put it on the screen when I get up to it. Maybe Not, I rated 4 stars. I'm not gonna lie, I don't remember too much about this book. It was a good book though. Pretty good. Next one I read was Maybe Now. I rated that 4 stars as well. Beautiful cover, spent $35 on it on eBay. But I also rated that 4 stars. I'm trying to remember what these books were about. I just remember they were good. I don't know. I have no idea. Oh, wait. Bridget. Oh. Really? You know, it was about 3 different love stories, these books. Okay, that's what I remember. And the next book I read, I literally didn't read for 7 months after Maybe Now. And I didn't hit my reading goal. My reading goal was 15. I read 11 books. I didn't read for 7 months. That's crazy. The next book I read was The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. That was a great book, honestly. Like, there was like a crazy plot twist at the end. And like, wow. I rated that 4 stars. I feel like I haven't really had a 5-star read this year at all. But I also haven't read that much, so what are you gonna do? The next book was Love on the Brain. That was a great book. I love Ali Hazelwood. She's like my favorite author ever. I just love her, like the way she writes. It's great. It's amazing. I rated that 4 stars. I don't know if I said that already. I read Some Shall Break, the second book to None Shall Sleep. When did I read that one? None Shall Sleep I read, I don't even know when. I think 2022. Good book, not gonna lie. It was... My Goodreads just crashed. It was a good book, though. I think... Let's see what I rated that, because I can't... I rated that 3 stars. It wasn't as good as the first book, but it was a good book. Trust me. I think it was hard for me to finish. I was reading this book for 10 days. It took me 10 days to finish this book. The next one I read was You Deserve Each Other. I remember reading this, but I also, don't. I rated it 4 stars. It was... The way the characters, interacted was just so... I thought it was funny, for the most part. Absolutely hated one of the characters, but... It's okay. It was a good book. I rated it 4 stars. I probably already said that. The next book I read was Severed Heads, Broken Hearts, which I rated 4 stars. This was a really good book. I I really didn't. There was just one part I didn't like when one of the characters just like. I don't want to spoil it, but I didn't. I didn't like one of the things that one of the characters did. She was a bitch for that. The next book I read was Prom House. I actually remember reading this book really well. Prom House, I rated 3 stars just because I felt like it was too slow. I like it's a thriller, but I feel like the thrill wasn't there. And it dragged. It took so long to like build up, to like solve, to figure out. But I did somewhat enjoy reading it, so I was into the book. I kind of struggled finishing it a little. I was just forcing myself to so I would hit my reading goal, which I didn't do anyways. The next book is The Singing Trees. I read this on my Kindle. It was a free with Prime. This was an amazing book. I don't know why I only rated it 4 stars. That could have been a 5-star. It's like there's love, there's heartbreak, there's family. Like it was just so good. I loved the way the main character was portrayed. She was so independent because I'm not spoiling it. I don't want to spoil it. It was just so good. You gotta read it. The next book was Family of Liars by E. Lockhart. It's the second book to We Were Liars. I loved We Were Liars. Family of Liars took me a month to read apparently, but Family of Liars was good. The middle of it was a little slow. I did, however, enjoy the ending. Like, I was into it heavily. And then one more book I read in 2023 is Icebreaker, which is the first Maple Hills book by Hannah Grace. I rated it... Oh, I did have a 5-star read this year. I rated it 5 stars. I've had this book for like a year and a half, I think, and I had never read it. It had just looked good. And then I finally picked it up because my cousin started reading it, and she was like, oh my god, you need to read this. And I ended up finishing it before her. She's still reading it. But no, it was an amazing book. I highly suggest it. I hated one of the characters in it, but there's always that one that you just like heavily dislike and you want to like die. But they don't, so whatever. Anyways, this is probably a really short video, but that was all the books I read in 2023. My new reading goal is, I think, 15 again. And hopefully I hit it this time. Yeah, it is 15. And I'm reading... I don't know where it is, but it's Throw Like a Girl by... Let me check. Who is this by? Sarah Henning. Yeah, so I am reading that currently. I think I'm on chapter 3. I don't know where the book is though, so I'm gonna go find that and read because I have nothing else to do today. Thank you guys for watching. Like the video if you liked it. I don't care. Subscribe if you want to see more of my content. And that is it. I will see you guys on Saturday. Peace.